Oh darn, I put all my freaking paint away. All right. Wait, I definitely mixed a color palette for this, didn't I? Here we go. I knew I did. Thank you. Happy Thursday. So here's where we left off on Tuesday. Obviously this will probably maybe move down a little bit once I finish this and I can rip off the tape, but for now we're just gonna leave it there and keep on going. Nope. Do you want me to light a candle? Okay, hold on. Let me find one. Oh yeah, I know. I know, I'll have to remember to do it before I glue glue this on. I know, I can't, I feel like I can't not use glitter. It just makes it so much prettier. I don't know what you did. Hello, hello. Although I don't think it really looks, I don't know, maybe I missed it. I'll do it this way first because I hate painting this way. I know. I just can't help it. Everything looks better with glitter. Oh. Yeah. No, so I actually got it at Hobby Lobby. I was gonna order just like a welcome piece from 24 Hour, like it's in my cart. But when I went to the Hob yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I saw this in the wood pot, like the wood area, and they have one that just says welcome too, but it was sold out. So this was the only one that said it, and I was like, well, actually, that's actually pretty nice. I said, let me grab it because it was like $1, maybe like $2, I don't know. And I thought, even if it doesn't fit on this, I could save it for another one. And then I'll order, you know, the one that I was thinking from 24 Hour Crafts. But this one's cute. My only issue with it is that I'm like being lazy, but I do have to like finish painting it. And it's taking a while to paint. Because I don't use spray paint anymore, so like all those little inside pieces of the letters, they're gonna need to be painted. So I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it white, but I don't know. I think I like the white. I don't know. Hello, hello. Thank you. My nails need redone soon. Got like next week sometime. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's not, maybe this part's cursive, but like, I don't know. Well, this is like partial cursive. Yeah, it's white. The welcome to our home is white. Because it was wood, and I painted it because I didn't want it to be brown. I feel like most people know how to read cursive, especially most people who would buy something like this, I would think anyways. But I might be wrong. It was good. I worked, of course. But all in all, not a bad day off. Yeah, I think I get mine done on like in the beginning of March sometime. I won't be doing St. Patty's Day nails because I don't celebrate. Well, there's people who for a while they weren't teaching cursive in school anymore. I think they're starting to again, like most states are like making it mandatory again, but yeah, there's some people who don't know how to write cursive. Isn't that crazy? I think I just saw something about how they passed a bill to mandate it. Like at least I think in Pennsylvania, and I think most states are also following suit. Like I don't think it's mandatory in every state, but I think they're gonna try and bring it back because I mean, one of the points is like one, you can't read it, and two, like how the hell are you gonna have a signature if if you don't know how to write in cursive, you know? Like I'm not the best at writing in cursive, but I know how to write in cursive and I know how to read it. Aw. I don't know when they stopped, but it must have been like relatively-ish recently, you know? Me too. I really hated it as well, but it's so necessary. Oh, thank you, Jenny. I missed that comment. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was. Maybe, dude, I might need to use a bigger fan. Okay, where are all my fan tools? They can't be that far. Please hold. La la la. I can't reach anything. Oh gosh, I can't reach. You stink, Mr. Kitty. You stink. Okie dokie. Really? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, especially because like now you can like do like an automated signature online and stuff. Yeah, checks. Back in the day, checks were written. Oh, this is so awkward. Hello, hello. Right? I feel like some of my stuff is also like in between. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes I struggle to read certain, but it's not the cursive, it's the handwriting. So I feel like that's a little different. I remember we had days, like certain days of the week where we did cursive in school. And I remember writing it in like second grade. I can remember the classroom and everything. I feel like that's like really when they taught the second grade. Right, exactly. Who knows? Random scribbles. Right, exactly. My last name is 12 letters long, so like whenever I had to do I think I have to move that over a little bit. Whenever I had to do cursive, or not cursive, whenever I had to sign stuff, when I was a GM, it took me a couple weeks and then I was like, F this. I am switching to just my initials because there's no, like I had to sign so many things every day, so many slips. And I was like, yeah, no, I gotta shorten things up a little bit. We'll fix that before it dries, hopefully. Toby, you all right, my guy? Shoo! The cat is extra stinky tonight. I don't know what's going on. He is so stinky. This probably won't dry in time, but I really need to move that over. All of my little paintbrushes are dirty right now, so a Q-tip will do. Hello, hello, Aunt Ha. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't do it. I gotta move that over just a little bit. All right. Jeez, tub. Anyways. Oh, I did it the wrong way. God damn it. I was wondering why it didn't fit the way the way it fit earlier. I was like, what's happening? It's because I did it upside down. Duh. Well, that's what I get for rushing through it, wanting the paint to dry. It's fine. We'll just dry off the tool when the time comes. I'll just think about what I want to do next. Because I don't know. Don't know yet. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do. Exactly. We'll just be patient and let it dry. Should have done that in the first place. Okay. Anyways. Thank you. Like, I don't really have that much space left, and I still want to do something. I just don't quite know. Maybe I will guesstimate some halfway points. It's actually pretty cool. I've never, this is the first time I've done it in a half circle. It's not too bad. I was really stressed about it on Tuesday just because I was afraid about the symmetry, but it's actually turning out pretty good. I think I did a pretty awesome job with my guidelines, so. You should do it, but you're lazy. Don't be lazy. Do we remember what color? I think it was Sunny Day. I don't know where my swatch card is, so. It's a lot of fun to do. It's like super rewarding too. Once it's done, you're like, I did that. But I've been wanting to do one of these like half signs, half mandalas for a long time. I just, I don't know. I needed to, it was a little intimidating to me for some reason. So, but I decided to finally do it. Yeah, it's really nice. I didn't want to put that much yellow because but with all like the flowery accents, I felt like the yellow was needed. I mean, I guess I could have done a different color, but. Toby. My gosh, stinky cat. I feel that. Earlier today, I was doing like resin earrings. I put down the dots in the paint for a little bit. I did something else. Rachel, if you could only smell him, you'd understand. He is so stinky right now. Hey Mary, how's it going? All right, upside down, Jenna, upside down. Almost did it again. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, for the most part, like, maybe I'm nose blind to it, but I'm not like, I lit it. I'm not like in a closed room. It's our living room / dining room, so it's not too bad, but sometimes he's extra smelly. Hello. Yes, he loves to use his litter box as soon as I hit that go live button all the time. Don't know why. I know, he's like, you get to clean my litter box tomorrow and do dishes. Oh, wait, let's use the other blue. Hello, how's it going? My symmetry isn't perfect, but hey, pretty not perfect, right guys? It'll look nice in the end. The harder I try to stick with my guidelines, the more I go off of them. Does that happen to anyone else? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm also kind of adjusting as I go, moving things around. What's up, mister? What's wrong? He's singing the songs of his people right now. But by the time everything's done, there's so much going on and things that you won't really notice it. For me, if I stress out about it, it's not fun anymore and I don't enjoy it. Okay, so before we get much further, let's get some top dot action going, so I don't stick my hand in paint. Is Jenny still in here? Perfectly imperfect, yep. I thought you were gonna go live tonight. I thought I saw in the Instagram chat that you had a, maybe it's a different Jenny. No, that was definitely you. Did you not wind up going live tonight? Or am I thinking it was a different day and I thought it was today? Oh. See, in the chat it just said like 6 something at night. It didn't say like Wednesday or anything. So I logged on when I was eating dinner to watch, and I was like, where is she? Thanks, it's just a wood sign. Nope. So what I do whenever I remove the tape, if I paint over it, is I'll take my X-Acto knife and I'll just very carefully cut along the edge and cut through any paint. It's probably fine if I just tear it off, but I don't want the paint to like rip in spots potentially, so I always just cut it with my X-Acto knife. No, it's actually amethyst. The way that the light's hitting it is showing pink, but amethyst has like a purple pink shift. But oh my gosh, they're all so pretty. It's really hard to pick a favorite, which is obviously why I released all 14. Maybe it'll help you if you look at them next to each other. Spinel is nice and bright, honestly. Where is it? Okay. So you said you were between, was it are you between these two? Or was rose quartz one of them? Because rose quartz is like it's blue with like a pinky rose gold shift. But you're probably between these two, honestly. So Spinel's a little bit cooler, right? You can kind of see right off the bat. Tourmaline, it'll shift like orangey. It's hard. There you go. Whereas Spinel stays mostly pink when you put it over black. So if you're going for a pink, I would say that one. I haven't tried it. I think it would be different if it was like really, really tough tape. But this is just masking tape, so it comes off really easily. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even have to cut through the paint. I just do just in case. I would do it now if I didn't still have this part to go. But I don't foresee it being an issue at all. So they both will shift green gold depending on the way you look at it. But this one, when you're looking straight at it, is mostly pink, whereas this one shifts pretty, like, you know, pretty easily. This one is a little bit more like rose gold kind of pink, whereas this one's more of like a nice bright pink sort of kind of color, if that makes sense. They both have similar shifts, but I definitely see way more pink with this one. I chose to name this one Tourmaline because it gave me that like rose gold pinky feel, and I felt like that's what I thought of when I think of that. But when you mix them with Duraclear, the shift isn't as like crazy as it would be if you were to like rub it over like a tacky glue, if that makes sense. They're all so pretty. I know. It's really hard to choose. Yeah. And even the swatch cards like on camera don't do it justice. They're definitely one of those things you gotta see in person. What other color? Oh, I used this one, I believe. I don't know why I started where I started, but that's what we're gonna do. So if you're looking for more straight green, I would look at the chameleon pigments. I would look at Gemini. Aphrodite shifts like teal, but Gemini is green to like a bright green to like a yellowy green gold color. The thing is with that one is that you can't use it over anything that isn't dark or black because it just doesn't show up as well. If you're looking for like one of the pastels that show up green, I would go either emerald or tink, because that way you can use them over black, green, white, light green. You know, you can use the pastels over more colors. So tink is like an apple green. I don't know. And it shifts to like a gold. That's why I named it Tink, because that's what I thought of. It doesn't match the rest of the names. And then Emerald is definitely more of like a cool emerald green. No, I got it at Hobby Lobby. But this one is cool because you can use it over like purple and stuff. You're welcome. Right now, I'm using Moonstone over the teal because I really like how it looks over light colors, and it shows up pretty neat over these blue colors. But I'm still playing around with like all the different ones you can use over different colors. because obviously most of my experience so far has been over white and black. But I'm pretty much using these how I would use hologram extreme glitter, just kind of keeping an idea of like the way that they shift so I know if they'll clash with certain colors or not. So the last day to order, pre-order the pastel pigments, you guys, is Saturday. Just like last time with the chameleons, I'll try and get some extras. But the only way to like lock in your colors for sure is to pre-order. And I will do my best to get extras. I'm also gonna restock Galaxy and Aphrodite for sure, because those seem to be the colors from the other pigments that you guys like the most. And maybe a couple others. Good night, Mary. Nope. Mine's nice and thin. But some extreme glitters I've found are like not good at all. But mine's nice and thin. I don't have any issues with it. On my website, JGrondz.art.com, it's one of the first options on my website. It's like right on the front page. It shouldn't be too hard to find. I really want to use this, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if my colors are dark enough. They probably aren't dark enough. I'll think about it later. We'll continue with these for now. Nope. Nope, it's right on the main page. No VIP code needed. The reason I'm doing a pre-order is because they're very expensive, and I'd rather order exactly what you guys want than like just kind of guess and then be sitting on lots of money worth of product, you know? So until I get a little bit more of a feel of what your guys' preferred colors are, anytime I do new pigments, it's going to be a pre-order. You're welcome. Speaking of pre-order / expensive, they kind of, I mean, they were a little bit of money, but nothing that needed a pre-order. Guess what I'm finally doing? Branded tools. I've been talking about it for the last couple years, saying I wanted to do it, and I didn't. And then last night, I don't know, I just got that that need. So I finally got in touch with one of the suppliers. I was like, all right, here we go, let's do it. Oh, that's a hard one. Amethyst is my favorite, I think, in this bunch. But I really love the like some of the orange ones too, because we don't have enough like good orange colors, especially stuff you can use on top of orange. So I made sure that we had a nice amount of oranges because they're all so pretty. This weekend, whenever I'm doing my ornaments, because we still needed to make 4 ornaments this weekend, we will be using some of those colors because I got some new, well, not new blanks in, but I got more like butterflies and stuff like that. So okay, sounds good. This one. This one? Oh, the skull. You talking about the skull? The rainbow skull. Yeah, I got that, the oil slick skull. I got that from Joann Fabrics like a couple years ago before I started decorating for Halloween and all ghost. My original theme was like the like oil slick like rainbow metal like stuff, and I had a lot of like skeletons and skulls and stuff. Um oh yeah, yeah, actually, I was thinking the other day that I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do with it because I don't use that as part of my decor anymore. Or wait, hold on. Are you saying you want the skull, or you want to know what pigment that one is? I'm sorry, I don't even. I feel like I need a nap. I'm pretty sure Aquarius is sold out, and so is Galaxy, and those two are the closest. Are the closest to that look. I do. Yep, I've had my nail girl use my pigments on my nails the last few times. The first time I had Galaxy on my nails, the second time I had Aphrodite. And that time it didn't hold up as well because she, sometimes if you don't like clear coat it well enough, at least with the shape of my nails, it'll start chipping around the edge. And so that was happening. And so I did these myself. I did Aphrodite on, or not Aphrodite, sorry, Aquarius on this hand and Equinox on that hand. Yep. It's my pigment powders. You just like burnish it on top of your gel coat while it's still a little tacky before you clear coat. There's tons of ways you can use the pigment because they are cosmetic grade, which is another reason why they're a little pricey for me to obtain. But hello. Yeah, pigment powder. Yep, there's synthetic pigments. They're cosmetic grade. I will only be using them on my nails. I won't put them on my face just because I'm not a makeup person. Like, I feel like there needs to be way more research before you put stuff like that on your face. But on my nails, I'm okay with it. How's it going, Donna? I really want to put stuff here, but I'm just trying to like be okay with the negative space. All right, we're just gonna leave it for now. A little bit bigger. Oh yeah? Good, finally. No, my toes are naked. I haven't had, like, I mean, well, I painted my toes before I went on vacation in August, but it's not on anymore and I haven't painted them since. But I did do something similar. I have a, before I started playing with those pigments, I do have like a gel polish where you put it over black and it goes like chameleon colors. So I did have something similar to this on my toes over the summer. No worries. You know where to find me. But yeah, Monica, if you're interested in learning like the different ways you can use the pigments, I posted a video on all of my platforms last week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week though, showing like a handful of different ways that like you can use them or that I use them. So. Oh. And then something can be done about it because you have your protection order. Interesting. I didn't watch Scrubs because I was watching Survivor for 3 hours. I have Scrubs recorded though. But yeah, Survivor took up my entire night. I didn't realize it was 3 hours. Hearts would be pretty, but I don't know if it necessarily fits like the flower vibe. Oh, yay, thank you. No, you're not too late. I don't post the needed materials until the 1st. So you're all good. And the way that VIP runs is that you can technically join whenever you want. You can join in the middle of the month if you wanted to and still be able to like do the projects. Some of the stuff you won't be able to do live, but I do save all the videos so you can watch them on replay and do them on your own time. So you can even watch a year's back worth of replays. So pretty easy going in there. Yeah, he's just torturing her. Did you watch Scrubs? Was it good? Was it funny? Did it like hit the spot for not being on for so long? Yeah, I think I will. I won't know exactly because obviously this is, I don't know. So like the middle is right here, right? So I don't know like if I'm gonna keep it there or if I'm gonna move it pretty much like up to here. But then I'll have a bunch of like negative space here, which I could just like do like a strip's worth of something. I haven't decided yet. I won't know for sure until I can take this off and see like how much space I'm working with. But I did buy this and it was just kind of a guess on the sizing and the spacing. I'm sure if this was bigger it would fit more. And like it doesn't look terrible, but it like the wing sticking out kind of scares me. Like it's gonna like break off. But I thought that was cute too. But I don't know. Again, I won't really know until I take all the tape off. Oh, look. What's happening? Woohoo! Yay! I closed the circle. Yeah, it was a good episode, but yeah, I was on really late. I was pretty surprised. Okay, so I think now we can figure out what the heck we're gonna do here. I think, I do think I want to do more flowers, maybe. Let's do, if we do the small one, we can close them up. Yeah, let's do that. Amazon, actually. I got it from Amazon. I would love to find someone who can, like, I would love to find someone who can make them. Like, I saw that bunch on Etsy, but I want a Peeps one, and they don't really have scrunchy versions. They've got a ton of like the regular watch bands, but they're just kind of uncomfy for me. So I would love to find someone who can find like who knows how to make these watch bands and can make me a Peeps one. But we'll see. My move goal for today, which is awesome because I didn't go on my walking pad this morning like I wanted to. I woke up too late and then panicked and thought like, oh, I have too much to do. So the fact that I still reached my move goal is awesome. Yeah. And like they need to be snug on your wrist to like, you know, monitor things, and I just can't do it, especially now that I'm trying to like, you know, exercise pretty regularly. Like the silicone is like sweaty. Dory doesn't, well, maybe she does, and I don't know, but Dory doesn't have a sewing machine, does she? I don't know if I'd want a 3D printed watch band. Oh, damn, I didn't dip that enough. Yeah. Someone on here suggested, and by on here I just mean like .fam member, suggested like a scrunchie band. Like I had my watch for like 2 days and I was like complaining, and they were like, you should get one, at least you should look into one of the scrunchy ones. They're super comfy. And I did. I actually got, it was a 2-pack. I wish that like the cool colors, you could do a cool color and then like black, but of course like no. So I bought, there's this one, which is like kind of galaxy, sort of, well it is. And then there's another one, it's more like pastel, which I think it's in this drawer somewhere. But yeah, I feel like now those are the only kind of watch bands I can do. Cause like I was looking at them on Etsy, and it kind of looks like they just have like, you can buy these like the part, like this, not clip, but how it's like looped around it, you know, you can buy these on Amazon, and I don't know enough, so like I don't know if it's like, you know, you have to look into it and make sure you get the right size and stuff. But if I sewed, I would assume you would just make like a scrunchie, and then instead of closing it off, you would do that little loopy and like loop it around and then sew it. Like that's, I mean, that's how I would think that you would do it, but I don't know how to sew, so I'm just guessing. You do? Oh shit. Well, you want to make me a Peeps thing? My other issue is that I'm picky about like the design. And I was really hoping Etsy had something, but nope. I'm gonna need to do more than just borrow. That's a whole new thing I've got to learn. I know. When I was like doing those gnomes over Christmas time, I missed Joanne, because I was like, I know that they had a bunch of yarn and cool yarn because I would go and pick stuff up for Sparkle Lisa and I would send it to her. And I'd always just walk through the yarn aisles, and I'm like, man, you know, it'd be really cool to do stuff with yarn. I've got a lot of pretty colors. And I just wished for just like a month while I was hyper fixating on those that I could have went to. The straps or the little like thingies. I just when I looked it up on Amazon, it was like I think I looked up like Apple Watch band connector or something, and a bunch of listings popped up, but I didn't really look too far into it because I was eating dinner. But yeah, I would assume you would like make it like you would a scrunchie, but instead of closing it up, you would loop this onto this thing, because this part slides out. Oh my gosh, I can't do it with my nails, but this part just slides out. So you would need like this little silver part, and then you would like loop it on. Yeah, oh, I put it on backwards. That was one thing in school. I didn't learn how to sew. I did other things. So like we did like the cooking classes and stuff, but yeah, like I'm right in between a small and a medium. Or like I'm in between a small medium and medium large. So I probably should have gotten the medium large because I'm wearing it further up on my wrist, because right here it really hurts. Like I can't wear my Apple Watch down low enough because it bothers right here, so I have to pull it up further up my wrist. So it's a little snug, I mean, but like it's not, it's not really cutting off circulation. And when I sleep, I put it on this hand and I put the watch here so that it doesn't bug me. Oh yeah, yeah. You would have to probably make sure like the what's it called? Not the style, the whatever. Like I have an SE3 um 38 millimeter, 40 millimeter watch head, something like that. Paula is a Jill of all trades, that's for sure. She does everything. Yeah. So I'll have to look into it and see. Maybe they're making them all the same. But like when you look on like the Amazon listing, sometimes there's different like variations you can choose. So I wonder if like when say like you're looking for a phone case, you can choose the type of phone you have. I wonder if there's something like that for these. But again, I didn't look that far. Ah, I love my Cricut. I was just using it today. I cut some badge rail cards, but then I also cut some jewelry cards for my earrings that I was making. That's the only reason I got my Cricut originally, was so that I could cut like paper and the occasional like vinyl for adding customization to things. But I use it way more to cut paper than I do vinyl, which is kind of funny. It is the Apple Watch. Ooh, good question. Apple Watch SE3. Hold on, let me tell you. It is the SE3. I didn't know if there was like another like thing after it. But it's the smallest Apple Watch of them all. So I don't know if that's 38 or 40. But I chose, that's the reason I chose this one over like the more fancy one, because I didn't want it so big, because I've got little hands and little wrists. Thank you. The only thing about this one is that it doesn't, I mean, it does some things, some tracking, but it doesn't track, like, doesn't have the ECG function like the other one does, which I guess I really don't need, but it would be nice to tell me if, like, my heart's being funny, because, you know, I have health anxiety. But I think my heart just sometimes feels funny because I'm panicking. And there's nothing wrong. It's just anxiety. Hey! Nice. I didn't. I actually didn't. But I did ask the cashier if she like had any reports of that, and she was like, no. Yeah, I do. I try to like just take some deep breaths and like chillax a little bit, but sometimes it's hard. But ever since, like, you know, I went to the doctor about it, and he was like, yeah, it's just anxiety. I've been a little bit better, and like I realize that when it happens, it's usually when I'm like super anxious about something. So I've connected the dots, and I don't think that I'm dying anymore, but you know. Hello, what's up? I think I still want to reach on this side, at least for this side of the swooshes. Yeah, it's not fun. Because of course, like, other things happen and then you feel worse. We don't have lids for them, unfortunately. Those aren't designed to keep paint fresh for long. If you're working on a project that, like, you know, you're not trying to store it for like many days, but like maybe you're gonna walk away from it for a little bit, put a damp/wet like napkin on top. It'll keep your paint from drying up. So sometimes what I'll do, if I'm like using a couple different colors, but I don't want to keep pouring it into those little paint pots, because it starts, like, you know, getting thick and dried up, I'll just cover it with a separate paper towel, like different than the one that I'm wiping my tools off of. And then anytime I want to use that color while I'm sitting here, I'll just lift my napkin up and it's nice and fresh. I've also heard that you can carefully put like a damp napkin over it and then put it in a plastic bag and then in the fridge. But I don't know how long that really makes them last. I know it'll extend it a little bit, but yeah, the damp slash like wet, not like dripping wet, paper towel really helps. The more you know. I feel like I need to move this flower over just a little bit. We'll deal with it. Lots of practice. Lots of practice. Okie dokie. So looks wise, yes. Size wise, no. I tried to choose colors that matched. So like if you were to look at the picture, this one matches the green one in the color in the picture of the new tools. This one matches the blue one. The white one matches the white one. There's pink and orange in this, so like I did my best to like match them up too. But obviously, like, you know, it's slightly different. But the sizes are the same, and I did that on purpose so that we don't have to like change anything. I was able to pick which color tools and which ballpoint tools, and I just decided to keep them the same to keep it easy and not super confusing. Let's see here. Hello, hello. I might like regret doing this right now, but maybe I'll just do like one little part so I can kind of see what I'm working. Oh, you can't even see, so sorry. I might just do this little part so that I can kind of see what I'm working with. How much space I have right here. Sometimes it's easier to eyeball it that way. So I could do swooshes. Let's do Need to add blue in here. Let's do the light blue. I'm considering it. I probably will do maybe one set. I don't want to do both a curved and a straight in the same because they are a little expensive to produce. But I'll probably do like the straight set in the kit and then do the curve set. Keep it the same. So at least you'll get one branded set in the toolkit eventually, but that is only whenever I get them in. So it's not here yet. I would start in April, or I would sign up right at the beginning of April. Because the stuff doesn't come out. Like I'll talk about the things that you need, but I won't post any like important information until like the month starts. I am getting branded ballpoint dotting tools finally after many years. Oh, no dowels, no. Maybe something to look into in the future, but as of right now, no, just the tools, just the ballpoints. That's too sharp. Like these, I need to clean these. Look how like chunky those are. Good thing I have like 6 different sets. Yeah, you're welcome. Ha! You're funny. You're funny. Swirls would have been probably pretty on this. Do you guys see how this board is wiggling? It's exactly the reason I don't like Lazy Susans. Well, hello. Nope, not yet. Hopefully soon, but not yet. I'm gonna regret doing this. I had to get my spacing right. Gotta work fast, work fast. They are so pretty, but for some reason, those are some of those tools that I can't always wrap my head around when it comes to symmetry. And I don't know why. Because, like, you know, I've never been, you know, upset with anything that I've come up with. But the symmetry part, I struggle with sometimes. Okay, yeah, I like that. So we'll keep doing that eventually. I'm sure I'll find them, you know, soonish. But I just, like, I saw them, and I don't remember where I saw them. And I was looking in the other room, and I can't find them. So I don't know where they are. It's super frustrating, though. Because I just got, like, I didn't just get them, but remember when I found all those alcohol inks for $5 a pack for a pack of 3 at Michael's, and like that they're usually like $15+ for a pack of 3. So I bought like 5 or 6 packs in all different colors. So like I have a lot. I just don't know where they are. I didn't throw them out. Like I know that. It's in this little container. That part of me feels like I took them out of that container and put them, it wasn't in a container. It was like a half of a little box, you know, without the lid. And that used to live, let's walk through it, see if I can't like wake up my memory. So they were on top of my paint, my extra paint, my paint store up there. They were behind some stuff. They were in this little cardboard like half box. And now the Deco Earth paint live up there because I was reorganizing. So I took them down somewhere, and that's where my memory stops. I don't know where I put them. And I can't remember if I kept them in that little box or if I took them out of that box and put them in like a box. I don't know. For real. I still have no idea where the frick those peat molds are. I'm about to do another week of destashing just to fricking have to make myself go through that damn room again and see if I can't find them. Because I don't know. Like I have an idea of like a potential spot, but it requires a lot of moving things under my desk, and like what if it's not there? Then I just like made a whole freaking mess for no reason. I already looked in all of my glitter drawers because some of them did used to live with my glitter in one of those drawers. So yeah, I'm really mad, but thankfully I did find some colors in the other room, which were the colors that I misplaced originally, you know, but I had all the other colors. I did wind up finding those colors, so I used those to do a few different variations of like purple and blue and purple and pink and like pink, orange, and yellow. So like I have some good backgrounds that I made, but I saved my 8x8 for when I find like the rest of my colors, because I feel like I could do a really cool alcohol ink background with more variation. I know, he better not be. He better not be, or he's out of here. Don't touch my shit. Yeah, I mean, I really should, or start like a little note in my phone that says like, you know, whenever I move something from where it normally goes, if I like reorganized, I'll be like, you know, used to be here, but I moved them here. And that would probably save me future headaches. I am using DecoArt Americana acrylics, mostly. Some of like the sparkly, I don't know if you can see the sparkly kind of color shifty ones. Those are actually pigment powders mixed with a high gloss varnish. They're not really paint, but they kind of got sort of made into paint. Sort of, kind of, not really. Pigmented varnish. Right. We found the doorstop. I lost it again, but then I did find it. Did I put it back where I found it? I'm not sure. don't know. It was up high somewhere. Yeah, if I did those purple dots all the way around the edge before this, that would have been a big problem. I would have been really mad at myself. You're welcome. Sorry, sometimes I'm looking down and I don't see a comment come through and then it gets covered up. So I don't ever intend to ignore a comment unless you're being mean. So if your comment gets covered up before I answer it, feel free to just keep asking till I see it, or someone in the chat will answer. But I do try to respond. Okay, back to these little guys. Well, that's why I put it in my phone. That's why I put it in my phone, and you know, basically I rely on my notes app on my phone. I put a lot of random information in there, so typically if it's something important, it's usually somewhere in that app. Usually. Hey, so we actually started this piece on Tuesday night at 9:30. We didn't work on it today, and we've been working on it again tonight. Or sorry, we didn't work on it yesterday, but we've been working on it today since 9:30 again. So this is a 12-inch, so I would assume, you know, it'll at least take me the rest of tonight. So at the very least 5 hours, but I think I have more work than just an hour and 15 minutes left because I'm done at midnight and it's 10:45 right now. So I would say this probably is going to take me about six hours minimum. But I've actually never done something like this before. I've done like larger mandalas that are fully round, 16 inches, and those will take me anywhere between 11 to 13 hours, I would say, on average. So this is smaller and half the size, or not half the size, but, well, half. But, you know, it all just depends on the pattern, too. Oh, no. I'll probably keep them plain. I feel like if I dotted them, it would take away. I was thinking of painting like some flowers around the top, but I won't know until like I remove all my guidelines and tear off the tape and kind of see kind of where I want to place the wording. Because technically it should go lower. Well, the half point is like, you know, right down here. But I don't know if I want it that high or if I want to bring it up until like, you know, like the edges kind of match the ends. But then I'll have a bunch of space underneath and some space up top. So I'm not really sure exactly my placement. I keep putting my hand in paint. All right, we're gonna go this way. This is where it gets difficult because I don't really have much space left, you know? Thank you. This is one of my favorite color palettes. Oh, I don't like this angle at all. This way is fine, but not the other way. Yikes. I'm not used to not being able to rest my hand somewhere. Thank you. All right, maybe we just do the one side first. I don't know if I'm keeping this because I don't really have we don't really have people that come over, and I'm definitely not putting this on the outside of my door because, you know, I don't trust people at my apartment complex anymore. Yeah, that's true. Thankfully, these dots have top dots, so the couple little bits that I stuck my finger in slightly, I'll be able to cover it up with another dot of paint. So yeah, I haven't decided if I'm keeping this or posting it. I'm definitely gonna take a picture of it before I glue on the welcome to our home, and like, you know, digitally edit my my business name in it, because like maybe I'll want to make something with that, like a logo of some sorts. But that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about like drawing a line between here and the tape, basically like the type, like the width of the tape, and doing like one of the shimmery kind of colors, just to kind of make it a little less than half space I have to fill up. Just regular acrylic paint. This isn't like the most cheap and expensive acrylic paint, but it's not expensive. It's definitely budget friendly. And it's, I feel like, one of the most commonly used brands in this art form. I don't have to mix anything into it. I can just use it straight out of the bottle, which I love. Wow, I'm really missing comments tonight. Thank you, Tracy, for answering. I really suck. It's probably because I'm like so hell-bent on like not sticking my fingers in paint. I just did in my paint palette by accident. She is. She's on top of things. Thank you. Yeah, I think those are mostly dry, but I'm really glad that I didn't continue with painting them all the way around, because I'd probably not be happy with myself right now. Yeah. I think, oh, I need to drag that dot out. I think on YouTube, my phone is just a little bit higher. It's not in the same placement as it is on TikTok, so it's not as easy for me to look at comments when I look up to change my like dotting tool and stuff, because I have to like look up and over instead of just looking up. I think I'm still adjusting to the YouTube ways. But yeah, I thought that this color palette, if I was going to do one of these for the first time ever, I might as well do it in a color palette that I am just I always love. That way, even if it doesn't turn out the way I was intending, I'm still gonna really like it because of the color palette. Because at least for me, sometimes the color palette makes it, right? There have been things that I maybe wasn't as crazy with the design, but because it's a color palette I like, it's automatically super pleasing to look at for me. You know, I wouldn't have chosen to do like a orange, red, and yellow color palette by any means on here for the first time, because I guarantee you I would not like it. Even if the design was the same, I don't think I would like it in that color palette at all. And I know I'm not always painting for me, but still. It is really nice. It's probably definitely going to be one of my top favorites of this year so far. Not that it's been very long into the year, but this will definitely probably make it onto my top 5 so far. I don't even really have a top 5, so it's just going to go in there. I should start doing that every year. I should make a list of my top 5 favorite pieces and keep them in an album, and, you know, if something kind of kicks it out, we'll replace it, and, you know, at the end of the year, we'll see which pieces are my favorites so far, you know? That might be fun. We should start that now. I can't pick a top 5 like ever. I mean, I probably could. It would just take me a second to kind of go through everything. But we can at least try and do it throughout the year as I complete things. Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, should it be top 5 or top 10? I know, I want to peel it too. The paint needs to fully dry. So if I paint over the tape at all, which I did a little bit, I'll have to wait. But it'll be super satisfying. Maybe we'll get to do it tonight, who knows? Maybe I should strategically top dot right now so that, you know, it's just sitting there drying the whole time. Well, I don't know where that purple's gonna end, so maybe we shouldn't do that purple. But anyways. So this weekend, I know it's only Thursday, but tomorrow I'll be live on TikTok at night. Depending on how far we get on this tonight, / if we finish it, which I don't know. I don't think we're gonna finish it. I think we'll get close. We still have 4 ornaments to paint this week. Didn't really have any extra free time so far. So Saturday, I feel like we'll definitely reserve for ornaments. And then starting in March, we'll have to start like doing the glitter ornaments one week, wood ornaments another week, you know. I have some wood ornaments I want to paint this weekend though, so that doesn't count. But starting March, I think we'll have to start alternating until we get to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to do just glitter ornaments. But I want to use some of my pastel pigments this weekend since Saturday is the last day of pre-orders. So obviously using those pigments on the wood ones will display them the best. So hopefully Saturday. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, so let's plan tomorrow finishing this if we have to, if we can anyways. And then working on some of those peeps / bunny things, because you know I have a handful now. And then Saturday we'll devote to ornaments. And then Sunday, depending on what we finished, if we finish all the ornaments, then great, then we can do something else. But if we still need Sunday to finish the last like 1 or 2 ornaments, then we will. But Saturday's a double live day, I think. So hopefully we'll be able to finish all of them. It's only 4, it's not 5. We got 5 done. Or was it, wait, or did I do 2 already? When did I paint that owl? Was that last week? Yeah, I think that was last week. So we have the 1 penguin ornament that is under epoxy right now, so that counts as 1. Not yet, Rosie. Did it say it was delivered? I got it from Tanya. Tanya sent me a couple, like 5 of them, before you grabbed some for me. So I got Tanya's package yesterday. So I don't even have yours yet. I never remember like when I do certain things, and I still haven't counted my ornaments, because I know like there's either a miscount or I'm missing like 15 of them and didn't take a picture of them. So I can think of 4 that Patty got, the ones with the hearts on it. So there were 4 of those that I don't know if I counted. I don't think I took pictures of them. And then there's a Peeps one that I haven't taken a picture of yet. There's 2 more hearts. There's a blue one and there's a pink one. So what, that's at least 9. And then there was a reindeer ornament that I know I forgot to take a picture of. So that's 10. Ugh. I need to make like a physical sheet. 5. So I have 2 pink, 2 blue, 2 purple, 1 pink, I think is what she sent me, if I remember correctly. Oh, perfect. So I'll look whenever. Oh, actually, you're sending it to my apartment, aren't you? Okay, yeah. So maybe if I sleep in tomorrow, they'll be at my door when I wake up. I've got some micro dots and stuff to do still, so I know it looks done, but it's not. I still got things to do. Thank you. We gotta do some micro dots here. We gotta do some like triple dots. We gotta do top dots. We got a lot to do still. But at least we can get like the main stuff on here so that maybe we can peel the tape off before I hop off here tonight. Thanks. Well, I was, but the issue became once I painted it and ripped off the back, I like just, I don't know, something happened where I screwed up and forgot to number a couple of them, and then there was no way I could go back and check. Like at least with the bulb ornaments, I can like heat up the lid and rip it off and then glue a new lid on. But with the wood ones. If I rip off the paper backing, then it's done for if I don't remember. Ooh, perfect. Well, then I've got a ton to paint. Yeah, people keep asking if I need more, and I'm like, I mean, I would love more, but realistically, I'll have probably, what, 8 from you? I got 5 from Tanya, I think, at least, so I've got a bunch that I gotta paint, and that's not counting any of the 3 peep shapes that I bought and put glitter and epoxy on today, so hopefully they all sell, because otherwise I'm gonna have a shit ton of Easter stuff. Only if I sleep in. We usually do sleep-ins because he's off tomorrow too. So we usually sleep in till about noon. Sometimes later, it just depends. We stay up extra late too because he doesn't have to. I mean, I stay up until about 2 most nights, but on Fridays, on Thursday and Saturday nights, we usually stay up a little later because he doesn't have to wake up at any certain time. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Aren't they fun, Rosie? So fun, so fun. Oh, VIP's going through. I'm like, why is my phone buzzing? What's happening? Okay, so now I'm gonna top dot this. Gosh, amethyst is so freaking pretty on top of all the colors. It's kind of hit or miss, honestly. It seems like she's just like constantly up or down. Last time I talked to her, she said that she was being super bossy, which I guess is a good thing, I suppose. But you know, the doctors are, you know, making her sign some things and whatnot. She was supposed to get surgery on Friday on her foot, on her toe, but I think they decided to like not do that. I don't think they think that she's strong enough to make it through. I feel bad. I told her, you know, if she needs some distraction, she knows where to find us tonight, so. Thank you. Yeah, Rosie, now you get why I keep doing them. They're like little masterpieces, you know? Oh, there's a paint booger or something in that. Dang it. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't want it to do that. Gotta make more of this. Yeah, same. I think she said her mom's 83, I think. So, like, you know, she still potentially could have a, you know, a nice handful of years ahead of her. They just gotta get her to like eat and put on some weight, because I think that's not helping. You can totally do it. Mm-hmm. So I guess she was asking for like some good food. I said, you need to, if she just wants to live off ice cream and stuff, just let her. Put some meat on her bones. I think I said you need to I said you need to have her be drinking protein shakes all day long. I think that's what I said, not ice cream. Yeah, it's hard when they don't want to eat. Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that, huh? I know. Yeah, I didn't want to put too much yellow. I didn't want to overpower it because it's so bright, but I definitely feel like it needed it. I guess I should have brought these further up. Well, I forgot I used those. That's okay. That one is Sunny Day. That is a JGrondz approved yellow, which means it's a nice, good quality, non-sheer, non-translucent yellow. It's hard to find those in oranges and yellows. I feel like half of them are great, half of them suck. You don't know until you use them. But that one's a good one. I figure I should have done these first because these ones I did before the purple. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's coming up, less than a month. So like, at what point do you do like a feeding tube? I mean, I'm sure it's probably not possible on everyone, but some type of nutrient thing. Even like one of those like bag things. Well, that's a good birthday present. What does that mean, 42? What's 21 again? Or are you just 21 all the time since you turned 21? Dot, 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 dot. What time is it? 11:12. Okay, perfect. Ooh. Sometimes when you look at it through a phone screen versus like how I'm looking at it, you can like see more of the bigger picture. Look at me, it didn't go over my head. Sometimes that kind of stuff goes whoop right over my head. I don't know yet. Everybody seems to think I should keep it, but I haven't quite decided. I don't really have a place I could put it. But I did do a color palette that I'm a big fan of. I think I will probably end up posting it. Oh, I think we'll get to the tape pool. I feel pretty confident in that. This is a 12-inch. Thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? I thought I was gonna bring in like more colors into this, but I didn't really. I mean, I have my pigments, but I thought I'd use like some different like purples and teals, but nope. Not yet anyways. Maybe I will. Thank you. I'll get this on here so that if there's anything that influences the tape pool, it's that. But before I do that, we gotta do this. What? Think I sold what? My alcohol inks? I don't think so. I think I would have remembered if I gave out my alcohol inks. You guys, so I'm just thinking out loud. I cannot wait for you guys to see the tool holder that Dory and I have been working on. We used your feedback, but also kind of put the two of like both me and her, like we had ideas, we put them together. This tool holder is freaking sick. It is like an all you need tool holder. So it's about the width of an ornament drip station. Okay, so think about that size. Not too bad. It's at least about 8 inches or so because the PSM has to sit behind it. So there's like a little slot behind the tool holder that you can slide the PSM in so that it doesn't like roll around anywhere. And then she really likes the holes for like the dowels and the ballpoint. So there's that in the back, but there's also like 6 compartments. These two are split in half on the end. On the other end, they're split in half and they're deep. So you can put all of your like ballpoints and dowels and pens and swoosh tools and, you know, whatever things, you can put those in there. And then there's middle compartments that will hold Q-tips, so like it's a little bit more shallow. And then there's even a compartment that's even more shallow that you can hold, like if you have like all of your, like say like I have a section of my tool holder right now that I have all of my like number ones that I use a lot so that I don't have to keep putting them away and finding them and putting them away and finding them. So there's a spot on the tool holder stand thing that you can, like, it's probably about this big, so you don't, you know, you can't put everything, but just like a few things. And then on the side, there's 2 small, like, short compartments. Like, it doesn't go all the way back because the PSM sits behind it. There's one where you can put like your stash jar guide stencils and like the 3-inch guide stencils. And then there's right next to it is a spot where, I mean, you could put Post-its, but it's designed to be like where you can put the black cards for, you know, to make color palettes. I think that's it, but it's literally like an all you need thing. So I believe, so there's going to be 2 of them. There's a small, here, hold on, let me pull up a picture. I think her husband thinks that we should offer both, so, you know, whatever, it's really up to what you guys want. One's a little shorter than the other, one's a little bit taller, but nothing like too crazy. It's about, I have to get just a slightly bigger box than what I use for my ornament drip station, which is a 9 by 4 by 4. I think I have to do 9 by 6 by 6. Okay.
Just wanted to show you both. This was the original one, and this is...
Okay, wait, hold on. It's a video, not a picture. Okay.
The one that's deeper and it's got the different size pockets. I mean, height of pockets. My husband said, Craig, had said, you know, we should, if you're okay with it, offer both of them. Because this one is more for tool size, whereas if you put tools in here, it's not, you're not going to be able to.
But they're going to go right here.
You're not going to be able to see them. So that was a good point on his part. And if you put tools in here, there's only 2 that would fit. But they kind of look cute together. So let me know what you think.
So, you can see like there's a slot where the PSM, so you can push it up to a wall, you know, it's not going to get in the way. But basically, like, it's kind of an all you can use function, you know. But yeah, this one is the shorter one. This was the first prototype, which I kind of asked her to change it just a little bit. But if you wanted one just to hold like your number 1 tools and then like your dowels and ballpoints here and then your PSM and stuff, it would be this one. But if you want one that will like hold all of that, but also like some other tools and stuff on the side because it's deeper, and then these middle ones are shallow, so you could do Q-tips in one or no Q-tips and then some of your number 1 tools. But I think it's a great thing. What am I doing? Oh, I did them all. Just kidding. So I'm excited. But yeah, it's like 9 inches roughly, 8.5, 9 inches. So it's not huge because we don't want it to take up like all the room on your desk. But well, we're working on it. We're trying not to bombard you guys too much next month, but we do have quite a bit coming out next month. Sorry, not sorry. Kind of sorry. I'm sorry for your wallets, but not for the happiness that it'll give you. Yes. So you can put your rulers in one of the deeper things, but the circle guides, yes, there's a spot. Hold on, let me pull the video to like where it's like kind of more front facing so you can kind of see it a little bit more. Okay. So don't look at the gray one right now, but I guess you kind of can because this is just a short version. So back here is a slot where the PSM sits. And then there are 2 slots there sized for your like stencils. And then this one's for like the black cards, like these cards. But this one's just more shallow. This one has deep compartments here, and then these middle ones are shallow. You could definitely stick it in like the back with here because it's wide enough. You could probably stand it up. Mine sits on a shelf above my head, but you could probably stick it with the PSM. Because the circle, like the little circle tool would probably, that would fit there too. I see what you mean now. I thought you were talking about something else, but yeah, the helix circle tool would fit where the PSMs are. And then you could probably stick the roller straight up, or it might just go a little diagonal, but still a good place for it. If it was too wide, then it would probably fall sideways and you wouldn't be able to get it out, you know? You'd probably want it to stand up in some way, or just like keep it in a drawer or something somewhere. I have like a little ledge above my desk where there's not really any like space to put something on, except that like it literally mine sits right here. But obviously not everybody has that, but I was trying to utilize my space. Oops. But yeah, we have quite a few things planned for next month in terms of like tools. So just an FYI. So there's 2 exclusive mystery sets. One's a mystery that will be released later this year. And the other one is a complete mystery. It's exclusive. There's only going to be 100 ever made. Those are releasing on March 6th, and if we still have some, you'll be able to get them on March 7th too, but just 1 or 2 days. Other than that, it'll be done for a little bit, and then the mystery set will release later this year, but the exclusive is just March 6th and 7th, or, you know, whatever we have within those 2 days. If it sells out, it sells out. And then we have a spring set that we're working on that ideally would come out next month so that you can make some stuff in preparation for Easter. While it's not like a total Easter set, there are some Easter bits on it, so you probably do want it for Easter or before Easter. And then that tool holder, if it's ready in time, potentially would release next month. And maybe my branded tools might be in next month. So there's a lot coming. No early release for VIP, but I will tell you guys the time. I don't think 100 of those sets are gonna sell like that. I'm in between 2 times. The first time would be noon Eastern Standard Time because it's easy to remember. But I'm also playing with the idea of doing 2:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because that was the time that our very first set of tools sold. The very first oval sale. In fact, I wonder if you're watching. I get these 2 people confused, so hold on, let me just make sure I'm saying the right person. Allison P, are you watching? Because she bought the very first ever set of oval tools. So there are going to be three giveaways on my Dotiversary, so the 7th. Yeah, Tracy. This Saturday is the last day to get them for pre-order. So the 7th of March is my 5-year Dotiversary. So that's when the majority of the festivities will be happening. The tool release will start on the 6th because that marks 2 years that Dory and I have been working together, which I think is pretty cool. 2 and 5 years. I feel like those are both pretty, you know. So there will be 3 giveaways now. At least, definitely 2 of them will be giveaways for people who purchase the mystery sets, because I'm trying to figure out the best way to like monitor the giveaways, because there's so many people in the group that, you know, and a lot of people, like, I don't even know if they really follow me or they're just part of the group, you know. So 2 out of the 3 giveaways are going to be drawn from the people who purchase the mystery sets. And then there might be 1 general giveaway, but I've just got to figure out how to appropriately do that, because there's like 7,000 people in the group, and I really don't know the majority of them, and I don't know if they know me well enough. So yeah, if you're waiting for the pastel pigments, you got until Saturday. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's cool how these look pink on camera, but from my angle, they look like a silvery bluish kind of mermaid sort of look. It's interesting. I think there's 7,000 people in that group. I think. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Thank you. This is one of my most favorite color palettes ever. Some variation of purple and teal and blue. You know, you can't go wrong. Thank you. I have to giggle whenever someone says something about my voice. Because I hate hearing myself. I heard myself on recording like in high school one time during theater class, and I had that like, oh my god, that's what I sound like. And so anytime someone tells me they like my voice or they think my voice is relaxing, I'm like, really? The Dot Fam community. Yeah, so these pastel ones, they're any of the ones I'm using right now, Sherry, are part of the pastel. I will order extra like I did with the chameleon ones, but I don't know how many extra yet. We'll have to see. I wish there were 7,000 people in the VIP group. Man, I'd be like rich. Holy shit, that would be awesome. Like, I'm happy with my roughly 250, give or take a few every month, you know? Well, thanks, Heather. I know, the people who are waiting for me to pull the tape, I do apologize. I just, you know, there's something about final touches. I just can't stop. I wish I could say that that paid all my bills, but unfortunately that is not the case. Unfortunately not. You know, taxes are a real freaking biatch. At least I know that that ensures like a roof over my head. It ensures like my car is paid. It ensures, you know, like that I eat every month and like, you know, can, you know, pay for the important things. But I wish I could say that was all my bills. Me too, Heather. Me freaking too. I'll try to have extra, but no guarantees on like a certain amount. I'll definitely have extra of this color for sure, and some of the oranges, and probably like this one too. But thank you. Unfortunately, my entire savings this year is going to taxes, which really fucking sucks. You know, I've bust my butt to make as much money as I can, but the more money you make, the more you pay in taxes, and unfortunately, I hit a new tax bracket this year, so I'm getting fucked. So I'm definitely mindful about like this year. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, I mean, it might kind of be awesome, Linda. I don't know how much I'd get taxed on that, but that would suck. I mean, at that rate, though, do you think I'd even really miss it? Probably not. I definitely feel like after a certain point, like, if you make, like, you know, whatever, like, even if you get taxed out the ass, there's still a certain amount where, like, you definitely don't miss it. I don't know what that amount would be, but I would think that that much money a month would definitely, I wouldn't miss it. No, I don't. I know. But speaking of trying to like make bank and make money and stuff, I'm considering a. No, yeah, we're kind of giggling at it. I said, could you imagine if I had 7,000 people in VIP? That would be insane. I think she was just doing the math. I'm throwing around. I know. Yep. I guess I didn't do enough last year. Um, but I'm throwing around ideas about doing like a VIP too, with like more advanced stuff, because regular VIP is kind of a mix of both. And even with like the more like advanced, like it's still a smaller project. Whereas like I want to do VIP where we can do like large things that maybe span across a month or two. And maybe, you know, after a month and a half, we have a nice, awesome 16-inch or something like that, you know? So I'm playing around with that idea, but it's still very much in the making. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There'd definitely be needing of assistance at that point for sure. But I would like to, you know, reach a certain number in the regular VIP. I feel like I just can't get past like two. So there's like what, almost 250 people in VIP, but there's probably 10 to 15 unpaid members, whether that be like double accounts for someone who like, you know, sometimes gets locked out of their account, or like my mods and stuff, like they don't pay for VIP. You know, my personal account counts as a member, you know, whatever. So let's say we've got about 240 like paying members in there. I would love to one day get to 300, but I can't seem to get above like about 250 paying members. But, you know, that's nothing to complain about, of course. I'm fucking grateful as hell for it. But it would be cool. My goal, you know, when I started was what? 200? But so we were thinking about that, Chelsea. It's just I don't know platform wise which one would be best, you know. Um, because if it were set up like VIP now, then it would have all the replays and stuff, and you know, you would have access to more than just one. But if I were to do some type of YouTube thing, then that would be different. But I don't know. I have to look into it on YouTube at least, because I already have a subscription on here. It's for like the year and older VIP. I don't know if there's a second tier that I could do. I don't know. I have to look into it a little bit more, but I know. I just, I suck at promoting myself because I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'm weird about that kind of stuff. But my hope is that with the tutorial that we'll be doing in the regular .fam group on my .anniversary, that it might give a few people who have been maybe being like, maybe I want to do VIP, but I'm just not really sure how it is. I'm hoping that the free course, like the 2-hour little tutorial that's open for everyone, will kind of, since it's VIP style, it might give a few people who might be questioning whether or not it's worth it, like a little bit more of a general idea of what to expect when it comes to my teaching style. So I'm definitely thinking about it. It's at the very, very early stages of thought. So like, it's not going to be next month. It's not going to be, you know what I mean? If we're lucky, it'll be by the end of the year. But it's definitely something that I'm thinking about for sure. Okay, you guys ready to rip the tape? Hold on. Before I do that, sorry, let me just trace this tape line because I might want to utilize this line. So let me just trace that. Okay. Now I'm gonna try it without cutting it, but I might go through and cut it with my so you see how there's like a little bit lifting but not much. Sometimes it helps when you cut it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, we're gonna do it. Okay, there we go. Now I don't know about this guy, so I think I'm gonna have to cut him, so hold on. Rip the tape, rip the tape. I hope that's like straight enough. Oh, that was not satisfying. I do apologize. Hold on. I don't think I cut through that little Nouveau drop enough, so let's do it again. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Gotta go from the other side. Oh, I just dropped that. Is this all dry? Yeah. All right. Now let me just like take off those ugly guidelines because I do kind of want to think about it for a second. So where's my Q-tip? Oh, dropping things. Squeak, 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 squeak. Sorry. It's probably not the best sound in the world. Could be worse, could be better. Okay, so my thought process was like, hold on. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, we're already zoomed out. Oh, fuck. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Ooh-wee. So thought was, so if I were to bring it all the way here, there'd be some stuff up here, which like I could do flowers. I could have something sticking up. I don't fucking know. I thought this would fit a little bit better than it does, but it doesn't. So I don't really think I want to use that. Or we move it up to where like the edge sits here, and then maybe we do like a sparkly stripe of some sort. But if I whatever the space that I have left, I was gonna put some flowers around it, like some of these flowers. I just don't quite know. I feel like I almost kind of like it low because then you have all of that space up here to do something with, but I feel like it's a lot of space. Or maybe this just needs to be chunkier. like a big hello. Oops. A big like hello. I just don't know. I've never done anything like this before. I think I kind of do as well because I'm like questioning whether or not I'll like a strip of something here. Because then it's not completely in half, you know? But at least if like this were, obviously I'll center it a little bit better, but hold on. Wait. Let me stand up. Oh. Like you could do something above it somehow. You mean like do these purple dots around it? A bow would be cute. I don't think I have any. I don't know how to make bows either. But yeah, like I could do like a few different scattered flowers. I just don't know. You mean like you want something like here to separate it? Like something? Like, let me see. I don't really have anything that I could like put there that you could like kind of visualize it. But like, if only I could get this to dry fast, I would paint that really fast, but it's not gonna dry. Let me lower you guys because I can't read anymore. A line across would make the mandala resemble a bunting drape. That would be interesting. Why not like a line of flowers under the tool? The only ribbon I have which doesn't match, I don't even think that this would really help us visualize it because it's not only going the wrong way, but it's ribbon that doesn't match. But why do they put this stupid plastic across the ribbon? It makes it impossible. You could do some sort of ribbon. Of course I have this ribbon, right, guys? I bought it at Dollar Tree last year. I just couldn't help myself. I haven't used it. I haven't used it yet, though. Party on the bottom, business on the top. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Let's Google. Let's see how everybody else. I know that they do bows, but let's see what else. Let's see if Pinterest comes through. Mandala welcome sign. And see how other people do it. So it looks like a lot of them take up a lot of space with their words. Some of them are pulling this up further so you have less space. Oh look, there's someone who did flowers. Maybe the line's kind of throwing us off. I mean, there's a lot of people that left all that negative space above it. Like this one, the wording is a lot bigger. It takes up more space. Oh, that's, wow. This is not, we can't do it this way, but look how pretty this one is. Look at that. That's stunning. So pretty. Wow. I do like this simple top, but I also feel like something's missing. And I just don't know, like, what. And then there's like a bow up here. Obviously, this isn't a painted mandala, but there's that bow. Oh yeah, I definitely want to do more of these for sure. This turned out really freaking nice, like better than I imagined. But I didn't expect me to have so much issue with the top part. I did not expect that at all. I mean, move down, use a large, well, so I can make big flowers. This is like the second size, like I can go way bigger too. So that's like not an issue. Ooh, I scrolled past it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. Sometimes you just get lost in Pinterest. So pretty. I don't even know. Maybe it's Michelle. I don't know. If sometimes the people who post it aren't the original artists, but this might be a Michelle. Okay, so keep it low and then do the flowers around it. Where are my flower tools? I always lose them. Like, why? Where do I put all my stuff, man? Oh, sorry, I just hit you with my boob. I definitely need to move these freaking flowers or these tools down because not being able to see the tippy top even when I'm on my stool is frustrating. Okay, let me see if I can find my big flowers. They're here somewhere. Oh, nope, that's an 8-petal. No. No, are they down? Have they been down here the whole time? Let's see. Snowflakes, beach. Squirrels. Where are my big flowers? Oh wait, they're flex version now. Aha! I was looking for a blue flower. Okay, they're green. Okay. So this is the flower we were using. This is the next big one, and these are the ones after it. So like definitely we can go bigger. Maybe just like a little higher. I don't know. You're saying dot the welcome sign instead? Like to match it? Where's my pencil sharpener? Oh, you're saying like make it like blue or something? Before I do this, let me just make sure it's like relatively straight. Okay. I'm just gonna, I'll probably regret doing this in the end, but I'll just leave a couple. How about we just do that? Well, no, I want to trace it because if I do the flowers, then I need to know where to stop. Unless we just put, well, would it look bad if there were flowers behind it? the good thing about being able to digitally add my name into it instead of this would just be like a black half circle. Okay. What does that say? It's in a different language. But also I kind of feel like I need it to be there because then I need to see, like, I don't know. Fuck. Jesus. So, do you like the white period, or should we paint it like a light blue and then do the flowers? Okay. I'm gonna do like a very small amount of these because if I don't like it, I can just take them off. But, okay. We'll do... You like it white? Okay. I see a lot of votes for white. I'm nervous. I don't usually use these big ones very often. Okay. Well, the hope is for it to be straight. Yeah. I'll have to fix some of these, but, you know. Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't dip it enough. Can I do it again? I'm scared. Oh, that was so close to that one. Holy hell. Okay. Like a textured piece of ribbon, yeah. Is that a good amount of those size flowers? Before I wipe it off, before I make it wet. We'll do this next size down in like the teal. Okay, hold on. We'll do going right up to the end of tonight, guys. Okay, next size down. I'm so nervous. The ribbon idea, it's not out of the idea. Like, you know, we can still do it. I would just have to find a good ribbon, that's all. That's true. I could do a couple behind it. I might have to do a purple one later, but I'll just do one like kind of behind it. And then maybe like a purple one like here. I don't know. I bet YouTube's like, are you still watching? Almost done, YouTube. Okay. A couple more things. Might as well just do it while we're on here. And then tomorrow we can play around and see what we like, what we don't like about it. I don't even know if you'll see this, but you know, you might. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me put the sign back on it tomorrow, but we need to do yellow and then we'll be done. Where's my yellow? Oh, over here. That's scary. I could do some half flowers too if I wanted to. Tomorrow, like we could do a half flower here, you know, but anyways, let's just do, I don't even know what frickin' size dot tool to use right now. Let's try this one. Sure, that works. So if you guys haven't figured it out by now, whether just watching me or doing it on your own, sometimes the only way you can do new things is by doing something that you don't really know what you're doing. And only then will you decide if it looks good or not. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta do something you're a little uncomfy with and kind of just see what happens. And hope that you did it and you like it. Yeah, sometimes it's super stressful though, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely don't always like doing that. I tend to typically, I don't want to say I'm a planner, but I do like to have certain things kind of planned out, that's for sure. It's a little bit of both, you know, I have a little bit of a direction, but then I'm also like, well, you know, it'll be fine. It's fine. I kind of liked the line, but I also was like, nah about it. I think the flowers are definitely a great idea, a great addition, and I think that once these dry and tomorrow we can, you know, add maybe just like a little bit here and there. Like I think a half flower would look really good right here, like a little blue one right here. But I think it's a good start, and I think that it'll look good tomorrow once we, you know. Obviously, you can't really see it because I don't want to set it down, but I kind of do like the peekaboo just a tad. So, awesome. Well, yeah, maybe we'll add a couple teeny ones, smaller ones, and like the light blue. But I'm happy with how this turned out. I like it. We'll have to do another one once we finish it. But, like over here maybe, yeah, potentially. I think that this is a good stopping point, and I'll sleep on it and I'll fix a couple spots that might need fixed, wipe off the guidelines, and these will definitely be sparkly. Yes. I'll either like actually glitter them, which might be a pain in the ass, or I'll just put like the extreme glitter on top so that it just kind of sparkles. Yeah, I think a couple little smaller flowers might fill in the negative space pretty good. and maybe a couple half flowers on the bottom. But all in all, happy with it. Love the colors. Super excited. Kind of want to do another one, but I only have one of these boards right now, so I might have to get more. But thanks for all of your guys' help and your opinions. I promise, even if I don't go with the opinions in the end, I do appreciate them because it helps me kind of see some different sides of things that I may not have considered. So, does it have a good paint finish? Well, I will probably, oh, you mean this? I don't know. This was just wood that I painted over, so it's nothing special. So I'll have to varnish it with like a satinish varnish and then kind of go from there and see what happens. But we'll finish it tomorrow. I'll sleep on it for a little bit, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern over on TikTok. So I'll see you guys over there tomorrow night. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Have a happy Friday, and see you guys soon. Good night.